And welcome to the final match of the evening. Perth Longobarda versus Alliance FC in what will be one cracking contest for sure. Longobarda moving over from the SFL after somewhat of a disappointing season will want to start their campaign off on the right track. Alliance getting promoted from the Supa-Liga C with a couple of big name signings to go along with it. And going through the lineups is Perth Longobarda with number 14, Tafiq Frank, number 5, Yusuf Berryan, number 18, a new signing from the ECU Jets, Greg Simmons, number 7, the captain, the player coach, Bruno Di Gregorio, number 1, Raimi Rahim, number 6, Hazari Sharazan, number 8, Vaughan Audrain, number 9, Angelo DeMarco, number 16, Bunyad Mohammadi, and number 10, Massimo Basolu. And a huge squad today for Alliance. Number 18, Nick Hookba, and number 21, Taka Kawakami, number 5, Kajiro Kurita, number 8, Lloyd Allen, number 20, Yoshihiro Sakuraki, the former Cambio Cumbre captain and SFL MVP, the veteran. Number 9, the Golden Boot winner from the Supa-Liga C, stepping back up to the top flight in Fred Fanin. Number 13, Rikuro Kano. Number 15, Kichi Kato. Number 30, the new signing from Andino's Luca Bergamy. Number 12, a new signing from Perth AFC, Bo Haynes. Number 77, also coming from Perth AFC, Fortune E. And number 10, the big man, coming from Phoenix Futsal Club, Justin Pearce. As we see Pearce on the bottom of your screen, here's Roberto Boy. He's wearing the number 5. It wasn't listed on the team sheet. In fact, he's wearing the number 12 rather, but the former head coach of South Perth, now turned player once again. And the Alliance off to a flying start rather. We'll just make sure the comments are coming in. The stream's working properly. Van in, good save by Rahimi. Pearce on the follow-up. The comments are working, which is a good start. Frank. Over the top, looking for Berryan. Claimed by Cooper. Here's Justin Pearce. Bergamy. Boy. Back to Bergamy. Vanin driving forward. Down the line to Pearce. Vanin again. Can't add the finishing touch. And a decent crowd for the final game of the evening. It's good to see Yusuf Berryan. Ball forward. Bunyad Mohammadi. Back to Berryan again. Frank. Boy looks to win it up high. Ball not on the line by Roberto Boy. He's not going to be happy about that one. He doesn't like being told what to do. Sets the decision and moves on nonetheless. Berryan to take the resulting turnover. Mohammadi. Frank. Down the line to Mohammadi, given away. Now Bergamy wins it back. Boy leaves it for Cooper. Cooper gives it to Boy. Justin Pearce. Pearce driving in the center. Looking for Vanin, but Vaughan Audrain comes in with a good clearance. Boy gives it to Bergamy. Cooper, is that two touch? Not quite. I think Longobarda did get a touch on the ball prior. Bergamy, Vanin, inside to Boy. Loose touch by Roberto Boy, cuffs up possession. Berryan, over the top. Claimed by Cooper. Cooper going long. Berryan heads clear. And leave any score predictions you might have in the comments. I'll be reading through him. Roberto Boy, crack off the left. So Alliance 6-2. Goat Goodlich, I appreciate it. You're the real goat. As Massimo Basolu for his first minutes. I was going to say his first minutes in Longobarda colours, but that's actually not the case. Played for them a couple of seasons ago before going to Murdoch Warriors. He's kind of yo-yoed between Murdoch Warriors and Longobarda in the last few seasons, Massimo Basolu. And it's going to be interesting to see what he can bring to this side. As Sharazan looking for DeMarco. Venin back to Pierce. As we see Fortune and Nayi come on for Roberto Boy. And Nayi on the ball now. His ball to Pierce. Sets him back a little bit. Pierce inside to Berkamy. Cooper comes out and claims it. Cooper going long. Berkamy heads it down. Di Gregorio behind for a corner. And Vanin, his lethal off the left boot from this kind of distance. Can he open his account? Fred Vanin. Did that go in? It hit the post. And Nayi on the second attempt. And Alliance get themselves off the board in the top flight. It was Luca Berkamy. It was Fred Vanin. And Luca and Fortune and Nayi added the finishing touch. As we see our complement of substitutes come on. Lloyd Allen, the talisman. Yoshihiro Sakuraki. And the number 5 in Kojiro Kurita Basolu. Lovely ball to Di Gregorio. Almost picked out the number 7's run. Nick Cooper to restart play to Sakuraki. Allen now. Back to Sakuragi. Here's Kurita. Down the line to Anayi. Kurita. Back to Anayi. And they've got a corner. Anayi up the line. Kurita off the right. Allen to Sakuragi. Sakuragi looks to cut in on the right. Loses out to DeMarco. Another onslaught of Longobarda pressure. But it rolls through for Cooper in the end. Kurita looking for Anayi. Can he keep it in? Just about. Last touch off Bruno Di Gregorio. Anayi lays it off for Kurita. Gives it to Sakuragi. Lloyd Allen looking for the one-on-one. Allen looking for Anayi, but given away. Sharazan. DeMarco. Di Gregorio. Sharazan down the line. A good ball. Is it a handball? Referee says no. Sakuragi. To Kurita. Back to Sakuragi. Down the line. And Sakuragi's ball astray. Di Gregorio, all drained back on now. A good 4 on the court for Longobarda. Basolu being double teamed. And the ball going the way of Alliance. Sakuragi. Allen. Allen again now. Out wide. Kurita back to Allen now. Good fake shot. Allen onto the left. Sakuragi. Allen again. Yoshihiro Sakuragi and Lloyd Allen will be combining a lot this season, you'd feel, but given away there by Allen. All drain. And it's a foul there by Fortune, and he picks up a yellow card for stopping the counter. And Basolu standing over the set piece. The naturally aspirated left footer Massimo Basolu. Can he bend this one into the corner? Or will he opt for Vaughan or drain to his left? Basolu into all drain. Cooper makes a save. Cooper. Allen under pressure, gets the ball out to Sakuragi, and now Alliance are on the break. Sakuragi still going. Just can't pick out the bottom corner, Yoshihiro Sakuragi. But that's the experience he brings to this side. And Vaughan Audrain down the line. Berryan, still Audrain. Audrain still going. Can't get the shot with any power. Fred Venin on now. Berkami back on. Kurita. Venin still going. Kurita. Rahim. Basolu. Audrain. Back to Basolu. Toes it forward. Audrain can't control, but it was a good ball from the wizard, Massimo Basolu. Vanin, Sakuragi, back to Vanin. Alliance are playing well. They're controlling the game thus far. It's JP. JP 10 comes on. Sakuragi, Vanin, back to Sakuragi. He's been a ball magnet. Yoshihiro Sakuragi, and here he is again. But Audrain stands him up. Vanin, so dangerous on the left. Can he work another one to the back post? He does. Forcing a save out of Rahim. Vanin again. And now a chance for Longo on the counter. It's a 2 versus Nick Cooper. Basolu lays it off. And Tafik Frank levels it for Longobarda. Alliance getting caught on the break. Yoshihiro Sakuragi having a sub. And it's the angry man, Roberto Boy, back on. He's not going to be happy. If Boy was there, you feel like a tackle would have gone flying in. You would have seen a yellow card at the very least, and that's what he's there to do, Roberto Boy. Crack shots off the left and get in the opposition's head. He did so for years in the SFL. It was very effective for South Perth in the later days and for Fremantle in the days of old. The number 12, he'll be one to watch out for this season, and here he is now. Boy tries to go over the top, pass a little overhit. Mohammedi down the line looking for Audrain. Good try. Cooper to Roberto Boy, gives it to Pierce. What can JP10 muster up? Chips it forward to Vanin. Vanin controls on the chest, but Berryan did a good job at defending him. JP cracks it off the right. Frank trying to lob one over the top. Not one of his best. Cooper going long. And a great intercepting header by Vaughan Audrain. Berkami looking for the back post. Blocked by Berryan. Berkami getting in the way. Vanin not happy as DeMarco back on. Berryan gives it to Mohammedi. A loose touch. DeMarco. A loose ball. DeMarco cleans up. Berryan lets it trickle. DeMarco chips it over the top, giving away to Justin Pierce. Pierce, what can he do here? Finds Vanin. Vanin down the line to Boy. Can he swing it onto the left? He does, but didn't quite get the connection. And Longobarda have called the timeout. So 1-1, 7 minutes to go in the first half. It was Fortune and Ayi for Alliance, and it was Tawfiq Frank for Longobarda. An entertaining clash to end the night. We'll go to a momentary break and be back with all the action. And we're back. Rahim will start with the ball for Longobarda. He rolls it out to Basolu. Basolu urging Di Gregorio up the court. Gives it to Di Gregorio, who looks over the top. It's fallen nicely for Massimo Basolu. But former teammate in Luca Bergami clears it out. Bergami and Basolu linked up at Perth United quite a few years ago. Bergami, a former Longobarda player, but I believe left before Basolu joined. And Basolu cracks it off the left. Out to Basolu. Again off the left foot, and that's a good effort by the number 10, forcing the save out of Nick Cooper. Sharazan over the top. Di Gregorio wants a volley. And Vanin puts it behind. A very new look side for Alliance. The only player on the court that featured for them last season was Fred Vanin. The typical Japanese players they had, along with even Lloyd Allen, haven't seen many minutes so far. But it's hard to argue with the decision from Coach Taka Kawakami, because look at the talent they've recruited. Bergami, Justin Pierce, boy, Vanin has too much experience and quality to stay on the bench, and he's been instrumental for them already, picking up the assist for the goal. Vanin, Justin Pierce, one-on-one with DeMarco. Boy, in the middle to Bergami. Lace it off to Boy. Boy scuffs his effort, should have done better there. It's a well-worked move from Alliance. Great target play by Luca Bergami. A lovely ball in from Roberto Boy. Basolu, DeMarco, looking for the 1-2. Boy uses Nick Cooper. Cooper gives it to Vanin. Vanin under pressure, gives it back out to Bergami. And now Boy, back to Bergami. Into the feet of Vanin, couldn't quite control. Basolu. Sharazan down the line, can he return? Given away in the center, Bergami. Looking for the run at JP. Allen and Anayi both back on. Anayi, the goal scorer. Allen, the talisman. Basolu, down the line. Frank, can you round Nick Cooper? Not quite. Cooper. Allen. Kurita. Looks to turn. Di Gregorio does well. Anayi's broken away. Fortune Anayi for Alliance. Kurita at the back post. Couldn't direct his effort, goal bound. Di Gregorio to Frank. Basolu wants it and gets it. Looks for Frank down the line. Allen puts it into touch. Basolu. Di Gregorio. Sharazan. Basolu looking through. Kurita intercepts it. Basolu in a tussle with him. And lovely composure from Massimo Basolu to keep the ball. Frank slowing it down. Basolu. Flick around the corner. Is he still going? He is, Massimo Basolu. And he's lit in the spark tonight. It's Bunyad Mohammadi back on. Di Gregorio fires off the right. Tafik Frank lets it run. Di Gregorio, no one making the back post run. In the middle, Anayi looks to turn. And Di Gregorio with the last touch. Anayi, here's Allen. Back to Anayi. And now you're looking for the back post. Mohamed intercepts. Frank. Vasolu. Berian back on. Over the top. Sakuragi wins in front. Yoshiro Sakuragi's away. Still going Sakuragi. Just overruns it a bit. But he's battling for it and almost finds a way through. Rahim. Mohamed. Berian. Allen looking to press Frank. Ball across the face, the goal is dangerous. But Vaughan O'Drain clears his lines. Cooper to Sakuragi. Sakuragi just slowing it down into stop block territory. Here's Lloyd Allen. Back to Sakuragi. Allen again. Checks and receives. Allen cuts inside. Tries to return back to Sakuragi. Allen. Sakuragi. Looks for Allen down the line. Longobarda to restart. Mohamed. Frank. Berian looking for the return ball. Allen looks to win it up high. Berian under pressure. O'Drain clears his lines. Didn't have many options. It was the right call. Korita, Sakuragi. Allen, back to Sakuragi. Allen again. Allen also plays for Cambio Cumbre, featured in the SFL Grand Final. A good youngster, Lloyd Allen, has really come into his own at Alliance, created a great side around a team which started out into the Supa-Liga C. They're definitely going to look to make finals at the very least in the first season of the top flight. Frank. O'Drain keeps it in. Sakuragi wins it back. Allen, advantage paid. Still going Allen. Rahim claims Allen's ball to the back post. Frank. Mohamed starts again with O'Drain. 10 seconds left in the first half. And that should do us. A rolling foul against Longobarda. An Alliance ball. Sakuragi probably just going to run the clock down. He will, and that'll do us for halftime. Alliance FC 1, Longobarda 1. It was Fortune Anai who opened the scoring for Longobarda, but a prompt response by Tafik Frank, created brilliantly by the wizard Massimo Basolu, saw Longobarda draw level. And we will have a quick break and be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia. Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact.
And as we're about to get underway, it's Boy, Pearce, Vannin and Bergamy with Nick Cooper in goals, Sharazan, DeMarco, Di Gregorio and Massimo Basoli for Longobarda with Rahim in goals. Di Gregorio to Basoli. Basoli plays it into Pearce, who looks to press. Sharazan clears. Pearce lays off Roberto Boy. Parried by Rahim. Collects it on the second attempt. Basolo gives it to Di Gregorio. Back out to Basolo. Fires in. The Cooper's equal to it. Vannin. Justin Pearce. Boy. Back to JP10. Boy again. Pearce. Boy. Chips it forward. Pearce might be able to get on the end of it. Even Justin Pearce isn't quick enough for that one. Sharazan gives it to Di Gregorio. And out wide to Basoli. Basoli resets with DeMarco. Sharazan. Di Gregorio checks and receives. Back to Sharazan. Down the line to Di Gregorio. Still going. Bruno Di Gregorio. Bit of good save by Nick Keeper. Di Gregorio gives it to DeMarco. Out wide to Basoli, looking for the one-on-one with Fred Fannin. Cuts in on the left. And loses out. Pearce will let it run. Pearce to Cooper. Boy. Vannin holds it up. Back to Boy. Vannin again. Looks to take on Di Gregorio. Runs out of real estate. Pearce fires off the right. Blocked by Di Gregorio. Bergamy with the toe poke. Just flashing past the bottom corner. Rahim to Di Gregorio. Now to Basoli. Looking for the one-on-one with Boy. Gets beyond him. A chance on the counter for Alliance. Vannin, he won't get there in time. Boy comes charging in there. Sharazan and Boy with the battle. Boy gets the better of him, but he gets sandwiched, Roberto Boy, and wins the free kick. This is his kind of range. Has one of, if not the hardest shots in the state, Roberto Boy. You can see he's lining up an effort, which could be goal-bound. Boy! Very nearly. Took a deflection off Vannin on the way through. I think it might have been on target if it wasn't for that touch. Or drain. Berrien looks to flick down the line. Takes a touch off Pearce. Berrien to Ordrain. Di Gregorio turns. Lovely feet. Looks to play Sharazan through. Di Gregorio. Ordrain almost gets his pocket picked by Luca Bergamy as Bunyad Mohammadi and Yusuf Berrien come on. Down the line, Ordrain. Lovely turn inside. Can't quite manufacture a shot. Sharazan. Gives it away in the middle. Allen gets the court under his feet, but last touch was off the Longobarda player. They'll get the side ball. Rose through to Cooper. Sakuragi to Allen. Vannin. Back to Lloyd Allen. Inside to Bergamy. Allen again. Pierce cuts inside. Looking for Sakuragi. Longobarda breakaway. Berrien or Drain. Given away. Pierce. Still Pierce. A good save by Rahim. Sakuragi's there. Pierce is there. And Longobarda clear their lines. Great save by Rahim to keep the scores level. Allen cracks it off the right. Deflection. Sakuragi. Rahim makes a save. Tawfiq Frank driving forward. Ball in behind Bunyad Mohammadi's run. Bergamy off. Anayi on. Pierce to Lloyd Allen. In the middle to Sakuragi. Pierce again. Allen. Back to Pierce. Anayi. Pierce. Through ball. Anayi on the turn. Not far away there. A good turn and shot by Fortune. Anayi just couldn't keep it down. As we see the number 13, Rikuro Kano, on for his first minutes of the match. Cooper, Sakuragi, Kani to Lloyd Allen. Allen slows it down. Sakuragi. Allen makes a run. Sakuragi waiting for him to check back and does. Inside to Anayi. Anayi with a lovely turn. Fortune Anayi not far away. He's on fire today. In the middle, Sakuragi receives in front. Mohammadi picks it back up off him. Or train. Pass blocked by Anayi. Frank. Or train. Back to Frank. Under pressure. Or train. Gotta be careful. Anayi wins it. Anayi's got a couple to beat. And cops the sideline ball. In fact, no, it's a Longobarda ball. Di Gregorio back on. He'll take it. Frank Basoli has been a shining light for Longobarda this evening. Looks for the 1-2 with Mohammadi. Was there a foul by Kano? Referee says no. Frank. Di Gregorio. Ball over the top for Frank is a good one. Can they win it up high, Longobarda, with the counter press? Basolo tussling in there. Anayi cuts inside. Was he brought down? Referee says no. Now it's a 2-on-1. Mohammadi. But a great challenge by Yoshihiro Sakuragi to deny the goal scoring opportunity. Cooper goes long. Anayi's got a couple to beat. Basolo overreads it. Allen. And now he looks to have gone down injured. A chance for Lloyd Allen. Still going Allen. Rahim with this save. Now you're making way to the bench. He's been injured in the process of trying to hold the ball up. They get the big man, JP10 on. If anyone can change the game, it's going to be him. Sakuragi to Lloyd Allen. Back out to Sakuragi. Pierce is up top. Lace it off. Sakuragi! Rahim with another stop. Kano. Pierce! What a belter that was. A thunderbolt off the right. As DeMarco and Sharazan come back on for Longobarda. 10 minutes to go in the contest. Di Gregorio, Sharazan, Basolu down the line. DeMarco got Allen a beat. Inside to Sharazan. Back roll to Di Gregorio. Great ball to Sharazan. Was he taken out? There was definitely a chance for an appeal. I thought Sharazan got slid in by Nick Cooper, but Longobarda didn't appeal and the referees didn't buy it. So maybe I'm seeing something they're not. Allen. Kurita. Poor ball down the line, really. And inside the final quarter, 10 minutes to go. Hezari Sharazan, his ball to DeMarco. DeMarco to Basolu. Basolu looks over the top. But into the arms of Nick Cooper. Sakuragi. Allen. Down the line. Pierce. Back out to Allen. Sakuragi is at the top of the D. Yoshihiro Sakuragi. Can't find the avenue for a shot. And Pierce puts it out. Basolu will get it back. Sharazan. Di Gregorio. Down the line. DeMarco's all alone, but he needed a better touch than that. Di Gregorio across to Basolu. 1-on-1 with Sakuragi. Ball inside, intercepted by Allen. He's forced to retreat. Didn't have anybody forward of the ball. Lloyd Allen slows it down, gives it to Pierce who has space to drive. Justin Pierce decides not to get on his bike. Allen to Pierce. Back to Allen. Now Sakuragi. And left at the back post, Kurita. Justin Pierce. Shot blocked again. Allen is here going to go for a shot. Cuts onto the left. Not far away from Allen. A good effort on goal, but Rahimi's been outstanding. And so has the Longobarda defense. Last-ditch blocks are keeping them in the game. Can they snag a winner against the runner play? Will we see a draw? Will we see Alliance cruise home to victory? Sharazan in a tussle with Pierce. Does well to play it off Pierce and get it back. Or train on the captain for today. Basolu looks to cut in. He's lost out to Sakuragi. Could it be costly? Sharazan coming in like a menace and clears. Sakuragi gives it to Kurita. Roberto Boyan now. Is he going to have a hit? Boy! Into the back of Audrey, and that would have hurt. Kurita. Boy again with the toe poke. Parried by Rahim. He's lethal from that kind of range, Roberto Boy. You can't give him that much space at half court. He's just going to keep firing off those rockets. Justin Pierce, an uncharacteristic loose touch from him. Boy looks to have pulled a muscle. He's asking for a sub. He hasn't played in a while. I'm not surprised. And here comes off Fred Vanin. In fact, it's Berkamy and Vanin on for Boy and Sakuragi. Berryon gives it to Basolu. Flicks it forward to Frank. Now a chance maybe for Tafik Frank. Great defending by Kurita. Pierce hits his back, hits the back of his heel, and very nearly there for Alliance. Justin Pierce has got Fannin up the line. Can he strike it off the left? Opts for Berkamy at the top of the D in the stud, who goes for a toe poke. Berkamy leaves for Vanin. Vanin not one of his best. Can Berkamy keep it in? Not quite. Kurita has a sub. Fortune and Ayi back on. 5 minutes and 50 on the clock. Berryon. Still going Berryon. Runs out of room. Bergamy to Vannin. Back to Bergamy. Pierce. Lovely sell of the candy by Justin Pierce. Still going Pierce. Pierce. Inside. Vannin. Can't turn. And it is a corner ball for Alliance. Up the line to Pierce. Berkamy off the right. High and wide. Rahim. Frank. Lovely feet to get around Anayi, but loses out in the end. Luckily, Berrien was there to mop up the mess. Bergamy. Pierce. Vannin down the line to Anayi. Can he add to his tally? Defended well there by Berrien. Anayi. Bergamy lets it roll under his foot. Cooper. Bergamy finds the ball through to Anayi, who is marshaled well by Berrien. DeMarco on for Yusuf Berrien, who's having a break. Or Drain. Gives it to Mohammadi. Giving away there, Bunyad Mohammadi. Gonna have to be good to get it back. Bergamy, but another save by Rahim. DeMarco flicks it forward. Vannin, Anayi. And another save by Rahim. Plays it to Vannin up the line. Blocked well. And looking for the back post there was Justin Pierce, but hit it way too hard. And a timeout for Longobarda. 3 minutes and 7 seconds left on the clock. The two early goals from both sides still stand. Score at 1-1. Anayi scoring for Alliance. Tafiq Frank scoring for Longobarda. Alliance have definitely had the bulk of the chances this second half, but haven't been able to capitalize, partially because of some wayward shots and also in part because of the great game Rahim is having in between the sticks for Longo. A cracking contest we've had so far, very entertaining, a high level of futsal on display. Basolo's been good for Longobarda. Justin Pierce has been outstanding for Alliance. Allen's been good. Sakuragi has used his experience to help propel his side. But the final 3 minutes will be telling. Will we see a winner or will we see another stalemate? We had one in the women's. And as the seconds trickle down, it's looking all the more likely we might have one again. Sideball for Longobarda. Di Gregorio. Bisolu. A bit of a loose ball. Sharazan gets Sakuragi. Was he pushed off the ball? Referee says no. And now Sharazan with a chance. But a big save by Nick Cooper. A big save. That could have been the winner if Sharazan had got it. Bisolu into the corner looking for Sharazan. Intercepted by Bergamy. Di Gregorio. Alliance are looking to press. You can see Sharazan plays it quickly. And now Alliance come forward. Lloyd Allen tries to take a touch around him, can't do so. A good ball in. Bisolo inside, and Barry Adam was struck down. That's going to be a yellow for Fortune and I. And a good chance for Longobarda to work something. Gabriel Malacco and Tina Campos discussing maybe whether it could even be a red, but I think we will see the yellow card come out. We do. And now Longobarda with a chance to win the game. It's a second yellow for Fortune and I. He's not happy about it. He scored the goal, helped his team in that regard, but he's also found himself on the wrong end of a couple of challenges, and he's off. And now a golden chance for Longobarda to take advantage. Basolo! But a good block by Allen, who went for the press but realizes that they have to sit back. Can Longobarda capitalize? Berrien into the side netting. Will we see a high press? Longobarda call a time. Alliance call a timeout rather. A minute 47 of stop clock territory to see out. So unless Longobarda score a goal, or Alliance will not get another player back. Roberto Boy doing the coaching for Alliance. Bruno Di Gregorio instructing Longobarda as to how they can win this game. They weren't overly successful last time out in Supa-Liga, but they've come out with a much better side this season. And one of the heavyweights in Alliance, full of some of the best players in the state, Justin Pierce, Yoshiro Sakuragi, captain of Cumbre for years, SFL MVP, former Japanese professional. So plenty of talent they've been up against, but against all the odds, they've hung on to this game, and now they are the favourites. Fortune and Nai's red card, quite unfortunate, but I must say I think it was the right call. Stopped a counter-attack for the first yellow and did pull Yusuf Berrien back in the attack and stopped a potential goal-scoring opportunity for the second. I think Longobarda got a press. They've got to win the ball. Pierce is doing his utmost to keep it, but even he's forced to go long. A minute 25 now. Berrien, Basolo. Surely we'll see a winner. Sharazan, Basolo, Di Gregorio. Back to Basolo. They've got to get the shots off. Di Gregorio. And passes like that aren't going to cut it. It now gives Alliance a chance to reset. They go long looking for Pierce. Basolo. In fact, it was Di Gregorio that headed clear rather. Berrien's ball a bit wavered. Di Gregorio manages to keep it in. Berrien has got space to drive forward. Di Gregorio. Into the corner, Basolo in the middle, and it's gone through the legs of Berrien. Alliance will get it back, and the clock stops with 58 seconds left. Cooper, Sakuragi, got to be careful. He's being pressed by two, but gets out of it. Gets beyond three, Sakuragi. Could they win the game against all odds? Raheem with a great save. Longobarda almost got their whole defense broken just with Yoshiro Sakuragi's individual brilliance. Di Gregorio, Basolo, cracks it off the right to the back post. Bergamy drives forward. Last touch off for Nordrain. 25 seconds left. Will we see a winner? Cooper. Sakuragi down the line. Bergamy using his experience to keep the ball. Pierce. They'll probably settle for a draw. Alliance. 14 seconds left. Unless Justin Pierce can keep this one in. Not quite. Clock stops. 9 seconds left. Longobarda have to be efficient. They've got to get it moving on quickly. Basolo. Surely one last big shot. Or train. 2, 1. Cooper makes a save as the full-time whistle goes. Alliance 1, Longobarda 1. What an intense game that was. And I've enjoyed bringing you the action tonight. We'll be back for from 6:35 tomorrow with all the action in the men's Supa-Liga. A couple of big games on hand, so make sure you tune in for the coverage. My name's John Goodlich. Thank you for joining me tonight.